Hi everyone, welcome back to Living with the Rev. And yeah, so you are here because you're curious about cars, you're wondering if you should buy a car, you're wondering how much that car is, or you just want to know more about this car. You've come to the right place. So what I do is I review the car, I drive it for a week, and then I shoot a video that is kind of fun, that is kind of cute. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the channel, and I hope you come back. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm with Raving with Rev on Twitter, Raving with Rev on TikTok, Raving with Rev. I don't jive, but I can maybe. So yeah, let's follow each other. Let's have fun. Today we're hanging out with Suzuki once again. They've given me the Suzuki Celerio, and I'm sure you're wondering, why the hell am I getting a Suzuki Celerio instead of a Suzuki Swift? So I've got good news for you. You probably can't afford a Suzuki Swift, and you probably don't want the Suzuki Espresso. You want something in between. And Suzuki, what they've done is they've given you an in-between car. They all still below 200,000, but obviously a Suzuki is a little bit more power, and it does get a little bit more expensive, closer to 300,000. But this baby over here, you're sitting just about 200,000. So we're hanging out with the 1 liter 3-cylinder model. It's a manual transmission, but they do have three different variations: a GA, also manual transmission, and a GL automatic transmission. So this new model, it's a third generation. What they've done is they've gotten a little bit smaller with their grille, and with the GL model you've got these fog lights that look kind of good, and the overall look of the car is quite nice. They've gone away with that box type of shape. If you come over here with your GL model, what you do have is your 15-inch wheels, but your GA comes with 14-inch. So this is standard for the GL models to have the 15-inch. And if you walk around the car, smooth around, and what you'll see as well is the boot space. So the boot space is about 295 liters, and you can fold about 60-40% of the car seats, and that will give you more seats if you're traveling and you're going on a long distance or you're moving houses. So the back space, there's 3 of us that can fit here comfortably. I must say this Celerio has a lot of space. There's a lot of leg room, and I'm sure a lot of you are tired of my shortness, my short joke, but it does have a lot of space, even for someone as short as me. So the driver's seat is a little bit forward because I'm driving, but there is a lot of room space for your legs, and I mean, you can see there's a whole lot of space up ahead. The only odd thing for me is, I mean, if you want to open your window, you need to head over here and press just to open your window. That's if the driver doesn't have it locked, of course. But yeah, it's a little bit odd to have your window opener right there, right? You guys must agree. But otherwise, the space is nice. We love it. You can sit comfortably. You're not going to be awkward. So yes, that's the back seat. So we inside the car, and firstly, I think they've gotten a little better with the inside of the car. It's still some plastic, but it's sturdier. It feels good. It doesn't feel cheap. And what you have to do before you even start anything is sign this contract and agree that you will be safe, you'll drive safely, and yeah, you won't disobey the law basically. And what you do have is all the nice features. So you've got electrically controlled windows. It's also odd. I mean, it took me a while to figure out where it is, but it's right here in front for both you and the passenger in front. And to unlock and lock your doors as well, everything is in front. Then on your doors, all you have is basically just opening and closing that door. And overall, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you just need to plug in your USB cord, and then it connects you directly into your infotainment. It's a 7-inch screen, and yeah, it also connects to your Bluetooth on your phone. So your speedometer display is a little bit old school, so I mean, it does show you everything that you need. It tells you your screen, it tells you your speed, it tells you how fast you're driving, it tells you your power, your RPMs. But what you do have is, if you go on your home screen as well, you can click on the screen. It's touch screen, which is nice, but you obviously don't want to do that while you're driving. And it tells you how fast you're driving, it tells you your driving range, and it tells you how good you're driving in terms of fuel efficiency. So yeah, that's one of the best things about the car. I love the screen. It looks good, it doesn't look cheap, and it's a great display, especially if you're using it for Google Maps and you don't know where to go. So yes, we love the car. But one other thing is, obviously it's not stop start, but me being me, every time I come in, I take the car keys, I slot it into the coffee holder, and I look for my push start button, and lo and behold, there's nothing. I have to use the car keys. So yes, I'm a little bit spoiled, but we love the car nonetheless. So on the door, what you have is, you do have a water bottle holder. There's a little bit of space for something like a 750 or a 1 liter, and you have your coffee holder on the side, which is good for when you have a coffee in the morning and you're running somewhere. Overall, the space is very good, guys. I really like it. You can control your steering wheel, move it up, move it down, move your seat forward. There's a lot of space actually to play around with. The overall feel of the car feels good. It looks good inside. It doesn't look cheap. So we love it overall. And yeah, let's just get to drive it. And let me tell you how it drives. It is a manual. It has been a while since I drove a manual, but I enjoyed it. I just had to find that little sweet spot for me. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the car drives quite well. You're a first-time driver, got this for the first time, and you're nervous about manual. It helps you. It's got a bit of hill assist actually, so if you feel nervous about rolling, it does help you once you get your balance on. And the car does get to high speeds. Just need to close the window so you guys can hear me properly. It's not that loud, unless of course you are going at high speeds, and yeah, it doesn't really vibrate that much, because I've seen some reviews about it vibrating at high speeds. I've driven it from Pretoria to Germiston, and it was quite sturdy. And I think people who drive the Celerio were quite surprised to see me on the fast lane at 120 obviously, and they're like, oh, does my car do that? It does, and it's quite smooth. It won't give you a hassle. And yeah, the only odd thing is, if you're going around curves, try to slow down, because it does feel a little bit unsteady if you're going at a curve at a fast speed. So, but otherwise it just feels good, man. I don't mind driving this the whole day. I don't mind going around it at different places. I'd actually take a long drive with this as well. It's very fuel efficient. So I've averaged about 5.5 liters per 100 kilometer. So they claim 4.4 liters. I don't know about that, but it is still quite fuel efficient. So you're wondering what my verdict is on the car. The verdict is, if you're a first-time buyer and you're looking for something affordable, you've never had a car before, or your parents are buying you a car and they can't afford the Swift, they definitely don't want to get you the Espresso. So you choosing this car because firstly it looks good, it drives nice, it drives well, and it's cheaper. So you're fuel efficient, you driving at 5.5, averaging around 5.5, claimed at 4.4, but it's a very good car. I would definitely suggest that you get it if you're a first time buyer. And remember to subscribe to Revving with Rev, and look out for more videos. Let's have fun, and yeah, let's drive.